What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel.
Sorry.
Gonna start over?
No, just use it. Go ahead.
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Ray, and we're back with another Girl Talk. Today, we have Yari, my best friend in the whole wide world. And today, we're going to talk about the top 5 ways to know a guy is just not that into you, sis. We all know that in this dating world, can you say dating world? In this climate that we're in, dating is really not essential. But when it is something you're doing, I'm going to give you the 5 ways to know if a guy is really into you or if he's playing on your top. But first, we're going to take a shot of our Captain Morgan.
Oh, Lord.
Shout out to Captain Morgan.
Oh, Lord. This is straight, y'all. This ain't no shot.
Straight shot, no chaser. So,
That's not bad, though.
It's not. The apple was just enough. So, Yari, have you been in a situation where you
Girl,
feel like a guy's just not that into you?
Of course. I think everybody has at some point.
I don't think any guy is into me.
I don't think that's true.
I'm going to say the guys that are into me, I'm not into them.
That's always the case.
I've never had a mutual, like, I really fuck with you and you fuck with me. It's always like he putting pressure and I'm just like, ew.
Not interested.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's a topic.
Listen, we'll talk about that another time. But our number one reason
Are you going to go from the bottom to the top or the top?
I think we should go from the bottom to the top or top to the bottom?
I think it's the bottom to the top.
Okay. So, number 5 is when you are confused.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in confusion with that man, he ain't your man.
Listen.
He don't really fuck with you, sis. And that's just the facts.
The unfortunate facts.
I'm actually going to insert a TikTok somewhere.
So recently I was talking to one of my really close guy friends about this guy that I used to see. And I was asking him questions. I was like, do you think he likes me? I was reading into like little comments he would make and like if he would follow through and what does this mean and all that stuff. And he was like, Taylor, I'm going to sum it up for you really easily, okay? And I feel like this is like great advice for all women basically. Men too, but mostly women. And he said, if a man likes you, you will know. And if he doesn't, you'll be confused.
But it basically sums up like, if a guy really likes you, you won't be confused. And if he doesn't really like you like that, you will be confused. And like, that's the rule of thumb.
Yeah, I mean, you got to base it off of like, I'm not going to say every man is the same, but oftentimes men aren't, there's no offense, they're simple people. They know what they want, they know what they don't want. And if they like you, they're going to apply pressure, you know? Like, so if you are like, does he like me? Should I keep calling him?
And I think that even stems into, if you're really like dealing with a guy that's truly into you, you won't ever have to, excuse me, ask the unforbidden question, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah, because he's going to let you know.
No, he's going to lie. That's what he's going to do.
Or he's going to tell you that y'all friends and y'all having fun.
No, I'm going to tell you this from my own personal experience. I made the mistake of asking that question one time. And that one time I asked, that man told me, you about to be my girlfriend. About to be.
Did you?
Wait, we've been talking for how long? I'm about to be? Okay. I no longer talk to him.
Yeah, so how long were y'all talking before you?
Too long. That should be another topic. How long is too long?
We will have a discussion about that.
But yeah, we were talking for too long for him to be unsure. And for me to not know, like, does he like me? Like, if he likes you, chances are he would have
made you
snatched
his
you
woman
up before somebody else had the chance to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Drop in the comments, how long is too long to date somebody? We're going to talk about that. or to talk to somebody. So we're gonna go to number 4, and number 4 is when he has the famous line, "I cannot stand it." When a nigga tell you, ooh,
You got that hair close.
when he has a lot going on. When your man's got a lot going on, sis, one, he ain't got nothing going on. Really what it is, he dealing with another sis, and you just ain't the top priority. You know, you're not that top-notch one.
In the event that he doesn't, in the event that he has a lot going on, right, and is not another lady friend, a lady friend, and like say it's work or something, I still think if he tells you I have a lot going on, you can still make time for what you want. It doesn't have to be anything grand, but it's just a simple gesture of shooting a text or giving us a call, like, you know, just saying I'm gonna be busy all day, but I just wanted you to know that. I'll talk to you as soon as I'm available. It's very simple.
Quick conversation. It can really just go as simple as,
effort at all.
"Hey, I'm just calling to check in. I haven't talked to you today, but I'm busy at work. I just wanted you to hear my voice for a few seconds." Little bit goes a long way. And honestly, when a guy's really into you, he will take that extra mile. So if he ain't into you and you don't hear from him for a day or two, nobody's that busy. So don't fall for that.
I've had that happen to me before. So
Okay, several times. And if you can go 12 hours without talking to me,
baby, listen, this baby, if you can go 30 minutes without talking to her,
it's a wrap. I need a lot of
she
attention.
think you just don't care about her age.
I need a lot of attention. And even for her, if she don't answer
she'll
my
call
call,
me, I'll answer. She'll be like, "Yari," in a text message. Like, my bad.
I know you see me calling you.
I call back.
So
But yeah.
I'm just one of those people. I need my people. If you my person or my people, I need you to answer the phone. I need you to talk to me. So if you're not doing that, we got a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a small gesture though.
Small gesture. And the thing is, as long as you're not in that space of like, I don't know what he's doing. He ain't called me all day. I haven't heard from him. Trust me. He know he ain't heard from you and you ain't heard from him. It's not one of those things. Like, sis, if he cares enough, he's going to reach out to you. And that's just what it is. We make things with guys so complicated.
It's very simple.
Guys are very, very simple creatures.
I'm telling you.
And that's no, like she said, no offense to men, but they are very simple. So it's like, if he dealing with you and he really like you and he's really into you, he's going to put that energy into you. If he's not, then he's not going to do that. And it's just as simple as that. We make it complicated. We read into lines that are not even there.
Baby, okay. Then added a whole other situation.
Well, maybe he really got a lot going on because
like maybe he got something going on, or maybe
he's just not into
he's just not that into you. Like, it just is what it is.
Yeah. So our next thing would be dry conversation.
Child, dry conversation is the one that will get you. I feel like dry conversation is so disrespectful.
It's rude.
It's like, if you don't want to talk, just say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not in the mood to talk, or I'm having a bad day, or I don't like you. Quit texting my phone. Whatever you gotta say, just let that person know. Nobody wants to ever feel like a bother. Nobody ever wants to feel like I'm getting on your nerves. If you don't want to talk, just say you don't want to talk. And then, because when you don't say that, then I have to make my own assumptions and like, oh, he acting weird.
He got an attitude.
And then you're going to be like, I was fine. No.
You was acting funny.
Your conversation was weird. Like, you were giving one-word messages. It was yes, no, I don't know, maybe so.
Yeah.
Right. Like, how was your day? Good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, and honestly, ladies, if you're texting a man and he is not texting you back, asking you the same questions you were asking him, if you're asking him how his day is and he don't ask you how your day is, he don't care how your day is. If you're asking him what's his favorite color, he says blue, and that's it. He does not care what your favorite color is, nor does he care to get to know you.
Right. Reciprocate. Even if you don't care about the same thing. Like, if I ask you your favorite color and you say blue, but you don't really care to know what my favorite color is, like, okay, so what's your favorite food? Like, keep the conversation coming. It's open-ended
text messages show interest. If there is always a closed text messages where you have to continue to start the conversation, baby, let it
Listen,
go.
there's a couple of them. You cannot LOL. You can't just send an LOL. You cannot just send a O. You cannot just send a okay. You cannot just send a yes. Because then it's going to be like,
Well,
I'm
then,
over here like,
then I'm like, well, okay, maybe I'll say this now. Or I'll ask him this. Baby, quit asking that man questions.
baby, I'll be like, you all right? You
don't want to talk.
you don't want to talk today?
And that's
Like-
all right, because I'm about to block you.
Oh, baby's blocked. But yeah, just say how you feel.
And the next thing is, if a man ain't on your body, sis,
Mm.
I need you on my body, but not physically. I mean, if we there, we there. But I'm saying, like, if a man is really into you, you're going to know it. He's going to be calling. He's going to be texting. He's going to be asking to spend time when y'all are both free. If y'all are both busy, he's still going to be like, okay, well, I know you got a little time here. Can we talk on the phone? It's going to be some type of
right.
pressure applied anywhere it can be.
Yeah.
If you feel like there are gaps, there's loopholes.
Yeah.
No, he's not interested.
And I feel like if a guy is on your body, right,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be observant. So if he's observant, he's going to know she likes talking on the phone opposed to texting.
Mm-hmm.
She likes texting opposed to talking on the phone. She likes FaceTime over this. She likes this, she likes that. He's going to be observant because he's going to, be kind of consistent with how he's going about things. So it's going to be like, all right, let me call her when I get done with whatever. Whatever, just to let her know
that he's interested.
that
If he's on your body, he's
wanna know
going
what
to be
you're
like,
doing.
oh, I'm free right now. What's she doing? I literally sat on the
waiting
phone
on you to call me.
Okay. I literally sat on the phone with a man. I was bored. He was bored. He was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so bored.
Like,
Clearly,
boy,
you don't fuck with me.
we is on the phone together.
We're on the phone. I ain't doing shit. But I also have learned that I'm not going to be nobody that's going to pressure you or push my way into any situation.
Okay.
Like, I'm free. I know you're free.
My
So,
mama always told me, if you're not invited, don't ask to go.
hello. So I'm not going to ask to go, but it just shows me that you're stupid. Anyway.
Okay.
Last but not least, inconsistent.
That's number one.
That is number one, okay? Because if that
Weird
man
indicator.
is into you, his actions will forever be reciprocated as well as on repeat. He's going to be all of these things on your body. Good conversation.
You ain't
Talking to
never
you.
gonna know.
You're never going to be confused with him. He is going to be so consistent. I don't know who he is because I've never met him.
He exists, just not
Not in my world.
not yet.
But no, seriously, like inconsistency. Like if a guy is super into you in the beginning and then all of a sudden he falls off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, ladies, we do have to be careful because a lot of times we feel like we are that bitch.
It is. Cause
And you may be, and I'm not taking that from you because I'm that bitch, she that bitch, but you ain't always that bitch for that nigga, and vice versa. Sometimes you meet a guy and he can be a cool ass guy. He dressed nice, he looks nice, but it's like not clicking.
it's just not. Yeah,
It's just not there. And
y'all have
sometimes
chemistry.
exactly, chemistry is a big part of staying interested, and you may have lost his interest. And it's okay. Everybody ain't for everybody. That's why there's so many people
That's
out
my
there.
problem. I think I'm everybody's type.
Okay, everybody's type, but sometimes you're not, and we have to learn to accept that every person ain't for everybody, and I may not be your cup of tea. You may have saw me and thought I was a bad little shawty, but then when you met me, you was like, oh, she irritating. She mad irky. But and vice versa. But you have to know that if a guy stops being consistent with you, either he has lost interest or he on some bullshit. And I mean,
Yeah. And I will say this too. When it comes to inconsistency, when you first meet somebody and they're applying all this pressure, I think you also have to hold them to a certain type of standard. Just because, like, if you come at me and you're trying to take me out on a date and you're courting me, and then I have one slip up of letting you like Netflix and chill, and then after that you think we always gonna be in the house. Like, absolutely not. We're not doing that. It's a trap. I feel like, for instance, like if that were to happen and, you know, we supposed to go out and plans are canceled and so, or I don't know, whatever happens and we have to chill at the house, fine. But I think it is also important to just tell them, like, listen, this is not going to be an everyday occurrence. Like, the courting situation still has to happen.
It still has to.
I can watch TV by myself.
Because guys will be like, "Oh, she let me come over. Cool. I'm
Okay.
done. I'm done dating.
I don't got to take you out on no more dates.
I'm done dating shorty. We in the house." And you have to, ladies. Another thing, you have to keep your standards. Remain. If you giving me a top tier energy, I'm going to expect top 10 energy. So don't come at me with no 5 and 4 energy, because then I'm gonna feel like you dead, and I don't want it.
That happened to me one time, and I was mad about it because I played myself. But it happened during quarantine when I was supposed to go on a lunch date, but all the restaurants got closed, and so he was like, "What you about to do?" And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna just run to Target, pick up some stuff." He was like, "All right, I'm gonna meet you at Target." Went to Target, bought all my stuff.
I thought that was the cutest.
It was adorable. Okay, but then moving forward, there was a show I was watching, and he wanted to watch it, and so he had watched it, and then the next week that it came on, he came over to watch it, and then every week after that, every Wednesday, he thought date night was him watching TV on my couch.
No, like we truly want to keep the momentum of dating.
Right.
Like if we have one in the house interaction, that does not mean we stay in the house.
That is not to say I'll be out. Because the next date that we had scheduled, he canceled the day of, and then the next day he texted me like, "What you doing?"
You just don't want to date me no more, and that's cool. But I'm gonna block you. So, like that's just my thing. And ladies, be real with yourself. You see the signs. We're giving them to you. We giving them to you. I'm telling you, so you can prevent yourself from going through all the bullshit that I have went through. She has went through. We almost 50.
Some of it is unpreventable. Some of it isn't preventable.
Yes.
Because some of it you get blindsided.
Some of it is life lesson. You gonna go through it, but if you know the signs, see the signs, don't ignore them.
Sometimes you could put yourself in a position, so just be mindful.
Because you want to be like, well,
right. Do not ever give no man the benefit of the doubt until he has proven himself.
Listen. Believe his actions and not his words.
Okay.
Because I'm almost 50, and it took me long enough to realize that these niggas be playing on my top, and they take me to play with. Okay, and it's cool because I'm a new person.
You live and you learn.
You do.
Yeah.
Experience is a motherfucker. I can say that.
I can say that too. Just because for some people, I think you live and you learn, because for some people, certain things are not as bad as they are for other people. Mm-hmm. So you have to learn what you're okay with. Because like everything we say, and some people may not necessarily agree with, which is fine. But you just have to know what you are and aren't okay with, and then don't compromise on it. Because when you compromise on it, you're setting yourself up.
Know your worth. Know where you stand, and know where you're not going to vote.
And know that it's always somebody else, Chad.
It is. It's
like,
always another bald-headed boy coming from somewhere.
Listen. It is. But, yeah.
That's our top 5 reasons. So, if you confuse this, if you in confusion, let it go. If he got a lot going on, let it go. If that conversation dry, if he had the nerve to want to, you know, like you have to start holding yourself to, like, he had the audacity to send me a one-word, a closed-ended text.
Sup? Nope.
You are fired.
Yep.
If he is not on your motherfucking body, and not sexually, but that's
just
what you
trying to be in your presence.
On your body too, then. But if he just in the beginning, if he ain't on your body, and in the middle and in the end, if he ain't on your body, baby, he ain't into you, and that's cool. But y'all gotta know, it's so many more people out here, and if you pay attention to the signs, I think we would also save ourselves a lot of wasted time and trouble, because it's like, okay, you're doing this and this. This shows me that you are not into me. Boom. Keep it pushing. Move to the next guy. I think we give too many guys too many chances and too long of a time to
you really don't have to give one person a million chances to show you the same thing. Like, I mean, yeah, people are human and all that stuff, but baby, if he
people mess up, but once I tell you the first time, I'm gonna check you once. But if I have to continue to repeat myself,
I wish I would stay consistent with that back in the day. Like, I'm gonna tell you once. Baby, I probably told you 27 times. You still did it.
Right.
But
I'm
it's
gonna tell you once. And if you do it again, I'm gonna let you go. So that's what I'm gonna do in the future.
Yeah, you just gotta do a self-evaluation. Figure out what you feel.
And realize what BS that you're willing to tolerate. Because honestly, everybody come with something.
They do. Child be wondering what people be dealing with when they deal with me.
With me, because I know I'm a lot. So, I mean.
I don't think I stress nobody out. But
You
I
don't think you do.
I would say, I don't think I stress nobody out, but I probably may.
It's a possibility. But you know, nobody's perfect. So, my thing is, stick to your guns. Remember the 5 reasons. And date safely, ladies.
And do.
We out here. We'll see you in the next video.
Ooh,
Gang,
yeah.
gang, gang, gang.